4 out of the last 5 years. KC Field with a chance. This is Rodeo Houston Salsa Verde. Uh-oh. Okay, folks, let's, we don't like to do teaching, but we do like you to all understand. Watch his feet. His feet right here show you why he's a 4-time world champion, a 4-time Houston champ. Now, when those feet drop down to the shoulders, that tells us something went wrong with the handhold. Somewhere, Casey realized his hand was not going to be able to keep him on that horse, so he had to drop his knees. His score will reflect it. It's a 76-point ride for Field.
Smith was 78 last night. Rodeo Houston's Power Puff is the horse underneath him. Money last night, and we won it again. Oh, my Lord. That horse pulls him to the front. That's a lot of power underneath him. Wow.
Now, the second round of any Super Series is the night to watch the rough stock events. Why? Because that's the night we put out the horses that all have a trick. They all have a little trick they use to get guys dirty. So tonight, in both the bareback and saddle bronc riding, you're going to see horses do everything but pull a knife at some point in the ride. That's what happened to Blake. He hung on for dear life, 61 points.
The magazine in the next trivia question, and you could win a Rodeo Houston prize pack.
Take it off. Take it off. Hey, Cowboy Bowers. Bear down. Bear down, Bowers.
You're hearing them tell Robert to bear down. Kyle Bowers, that is, and he's bearing. That might be the biggest horse here. That Strawberry Delight is going to go 1,300 pounds at least.
He might be the biggest guy in the bunch, too.
I love the other advice he got. Be a cowboy. What else are you going to be? Let's be 76 points, Kyle Bowers. That'll tie him on top so far after 3. Since we're in Canada, Bob, why not keep a Canadian flavor?
Well, that big boy can do more than just ride bucking horses. At Denver, Colorado. Let's go to Cody Lamb, Sherwood Park, Alberta. Here comes a neighbor from south of Calgary. Another Survey Championship horse.
Hey, we're laying on the gate here.
Wow. You heard him say he's laying on the gate. Now lay on the gas. 2 Canadians back to back. Survey Championship bucking horse. There's a circle I on the left hip for the brand. This horse got a reasonably nice start. Then the jumps, then the kicks. The higher the jump, the better the kick, the better you ride, the better the score ought to be. We could make it work that way. 79 points will move him into the number.
Our neighbor. He's got a great bucking horse on the birch string called Indian Summer. He just won Colorado versus the World for the 3rd time in 6 years. He's plucking at that horse, trying to make him stand. Here we go. Won the short round at Cheyenne last year. He won Deadwood. Look at him stay in the middle. Horse has got some change, but he stays in the middle. Just the last jump might be a little bumpy, but I don't think it's going to be bumpy enough for them to drop him too horribly bad. Folks, he spurred this horse the way you're supposed to spur one, regardless of what this horse does. Look at the change of direction. Look at the way the horse swoops on the front end. The only time he had any problem at all is on that last jump. But folks, no problem in NRG. He's now the #1 bareback rider in round 2. 82 points for champion.
Was the guy that tied with this guy for the 83 last night. The last guy from the Woodlands, now 82.
Take that robe off.
Bobby Moat. He said, take the neck rope off. I'm about to nod. Watch this clowning around bucking horse from the birches, and look at this man go to work. 78. He's still in the clutch. Still in the clutch. Proud of you, Bobby.
Check
This horse, Twisted Cinches. Luke Creasy, born in Alberta, Canada, educated at Texas Tech University in Lubbock. Came down to be a college rodeo competitor. The horse from the Birch Company. He won Cave Creek and Eldorado last year. When this guy's healthy, he's tough to beat. He's battled injuries throughout his career. Come on. Come on. Pick him up. Uh-oh, that's bad. That's bad. Holy Annie Oakley.
Not only once did he spur over the neck, but twice.
Yeah, and that might be one of the reasons why he's been injured so often in his career. Folks, when your feet get on both sides of the horse's neck, that's a Holy Annie Oakley, he's side saddled. What's bad about that is you can't use your feet to hold on to the horse anymore. All you can use is your hand, and that is not enough often. So he brings the back across, and then as Bob pointed out, they come back over the top again. It's only going to be 68 points, but that was sure a lot of fun to watch, wasn't it?
Ugly but effective. Let's change his name to Reckless, and he's still got that Big Daddy's.
Utah with Mason Clements, the champion at the 2016 Red Bluff Roundup on a birch horse called Holy Diver.
Just won the Las Fiesta de los Vaqueros, the party of the Cowboys. That's what they call the big rodeo in Tucson. He was 85.5 points there to win it. Utah in Texas.
He needs some Texas money. 76 was not enough in round one. Let's keep reaching. Come on, Mason.
Trying to get ahead of our Woodlands Cowboy with that 82. That'll make you rear back, Andy.
But I don't know if he had enough to do that. Well, guess what?
Yeah.
I'm wrong. The judges loved it. 83 points for Mason Clements. That's exactly what he needed to do.
Well, as you can tell, we have...
It's the most physically demanding event. It's mentally taxing, too, and you can tell our defending champ ain't happy. But Richie Champion is, because he'll be at the top of the board for the second night in a row, right behind Mason Clements with his 83. Then Lamb will finish third, Moat in the top four. All of this brought